Born and raised?
Then again, I'm bougie and shit. I'm over here in Hollywood.
Hey, that's the life, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let me get right back in here. Wah jabba. And we are live. Welcome everybody to the Puddle Podcast. I join myself today with the likes of Donk over here, Squishy Paint right there, and hopefully Jupes if his internet could just cooperate. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Woo!
Jupe is asking for an invite from you, because my invites are not going through to him.
Their invite plus. Let me see if you got it here. Yeah. Boom. He should be coming back in. Anyways, we were just talking about fun TikTok pages and like the fun stuff you had. So you guys have been seeing these Lorax videos everywhere?
Yes. How bad can I be? Sorry.
Yo, what were some of your favorite Lorax videos? I need to see more of them.
I've seen one where people are like cosplaying as the Lorax.
Wait, for real? Like people getting like the fursuits?
No, it's not a
They like it's the cheap cosplays. It's the really bad. Why are you laughing? A fursuit Lorax.
He's the fursuit. Fursuit Lorax. I'm sorry. Hold on, I gotta go do my PC. I'm so sorry.
No, you good. You good. Well, how about you, Squishy? What kind of Lorax videos you been seeing, huh?
Ass in my face.
Oh, sorry.
Hey there, everybody in
Just having
chat.
some technical issues right
That's
now.
a bummer. Hopefully we can get Jupes back in here. But Midnight, hello. Dark Viper King, how you doing? We having a good day in here. If you two can get up chat, that's always helpful. That way you can interact and talk to them. Feel free to talk to anybody. By the way,
I have bad eyesight.
you have bad. Well, I'm sorry. You should wear glasses. I wear glasses.
I have my glasses on.
Wait, in your headset?
Yes.
How bad are your eyes? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog.
It's not that bad, but like the writing is just so tiny.
Well, I'll read it for you. Blueberry here is asking how you two are doing today.
Boss, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm a little hungover from last night. We went a little bit crazy on the drinks. Juice and I world hopping. Always a great idea to world hop. All
Nope,
a
there's
little
Juice.
tipsy.
Oh boy, yeah.
But I think I overdid it.
I was having a good time too. I was at a wedding where I had absolutely no place being. Hey, Droops. And we went hard last night. We went hard. So, crazy thing, this was a Catholic wedding. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a Catholic wedding before, but my recommendation is to not do it. 0 out of 10 stars. And here's why. So, they had the ceremony in a church, which, that's pretty standard, pretty normal. Probably took around 45 minutes or so. And then we had to sit through a 3-hour mass. 3 hours. 3 hours of like choirs and priests chanting in Latin, and then like people standing up and taking knees and bowing, and standing up and sitting down and taking knees. There was an easy 45 minutes in there where the priest didn't even say a word. He was just like meandering around on stage, and I was like, what do we do? And then after that, we partied so hard. We went to a golf course, and there were just drinks everywhere. Our table ordered at least 4 rounds of shots on top of the toast champagne, on top of the red wine with dinner. And it was, oh my gosh, last night was crazy.
I love drinking.
Oh my gosh. Responsibly. Responsibly. That's the difference. We're at a wedding. It's okay. But you know what? I've never mixed. I've never mixed those fun party festivities with VR. Whenever I'm in VR, I'm never really doing that kind of
What?
stuff. Yeah. Do you
Oh,
guys? Is that
really?
pretty normal for you
No
Really?
guys?
way.
I do it all the
It's
time. This is the
really.
best.
Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
there's a whole world for that.
Like, how often would you guys say? Like every weekend?
Oh man, me personally,
Um,
I don't party that much, but I'm sure I have a couple friends who go every weekend or every other weekend, you know.
Nice. Like, where would you go? Like, do you guys like to play like spin the bottle games, or like are there cool worlds to like go and visit?
I go to drinking night and hope for the best.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Well, y'all should
I
bring me
personally
sometime.
love to go to trippy worlds.
Yo, like which ones?
Just anything. I have a whole little playlist on my menu
Oh,
of just
what about
really
that bar
trippy
night?
worlds. I love that
Oh yeah.
world.
Oh
Bar
my
night?
God. Yeah,
There
there's
is a world
yes.
that is a
Yeah.
very roleplay interactive bar. You will get served drinks, and if depending on what drink you order, your headset and your vision will make it seem like you are drunk.
Yes.
And people roleplay there so seriously. You can't just go back there and make your drink. There are actual bartenders that actually serve you. And I think to become a bartender, you have to go through like a little interview to see if you're a good role player. And it's just so much fun. My favorite drink is the alleyway. But of course, I can't tell you why that's my favorite drink. You're just gonna have to go there and get it. I love taking all of my friends who've never been to that world there just to experience it. And if you go there and drink as you drink your roleplay drink, it's so fun. It's such a small little place. There really isn't that much to explore. Just a bar and maybe a booth in the back that a lot of people could go. But even the little booth in the back, you have to buy or request, and they like serve you and they come and they attend to you, and it's just so much fun. It's a real quick fun thing to do.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we should go there again.
Squishy, you gotta take me. That
Yeah,
sounds like
for
so much
sure.
fun. Okay, one of the best moments I ever had, I went to a Great Pug and there was a friend of mine who was in there. His name's a jolly old boy, and he was actually doing that. He was just RP, serving drinks, talking to customers, and he completely changed the environment of the bar. Like everyone like just played along because he was so in it. That sounds like so much fun. You have to take me sometime. Yo, I'm excited now.
I'm not really into like the whole role play part of VR chat because I know that's a very popular thing here. But if there ever is a chance to role play, why not? We're all just little anime people. We're all in VR. We all got full body to express ourselves. It's okay to role play a little. Ain't nobody judging here. There ain't no cringe into it. It's so much fun, to be honest.
Here's a question for
I wish I
y'all.
could go to more events like that.
Do you guys RP at all in VR chat? Now I'm not talking ERP, but do you guys RP at all in VR chat?
No,
You have to be
no, I
very
would-
clear
no.
with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Very clear.
What is like
dangerous
RP?
world of the
Like,
metaverse.
what is like going to places and RPing, or like? I'm like, I don't really know the whole RP thing. I don't do that like in general, unless I'm like, you know, fucking around with Dragon or something.
Mm-mm.
But I don't really know what that
think,
like consists of.
Yeah, I think the closest I've ever been to like an RP type setting, there's this creator, his name is Rafflegator, and him and his friends, they like to like have events for their little community, and sometimes they'll like role play here and there. They even have like challenges, like after they like a team loses game night, they make the losers role play as a specific way. Like an example would be like, oh yeah, you have to say nya after every sentence. Like you're a cat person now. And be like, oh yeah, hi, how are you, nya? It's so good to see you, nya.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see. I like going there. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that being a good time. Heck yeah. I've seen a couple of Rafflegator stuff, but not too much. I'd love to build a community though. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like a community of like creators coming together.
Yeah, that's
that
really
sounds
cool.
really cool to me. Anyways, we got some people in the chat here. Hey Emmy, how you doing? Neo, what's going on? Valhalla World. You guys hear about Valhalla World before? What's that?
Hollow World. Oh man, I've never heard of it, but if I had to guess, I know there's some communities that like to do like a role play type setting where like it's like a series like type of like oh yeah we're it's like Valhalla, like maybe say we're Viking warriors and this is our clan, and then there's their clan and their clan we don't like their clan, and so like I've definitely seen some Twitch streamers that do that type of stuff. I think it's really cool. I mean, yeah, would I do it? Yeah, I probably would. I totally would. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm down to try just about anything. If you guys want to RP, like I give that a shot.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Sure, why not?
But all right, I think I got some questions for you. Here's one I kind of want to throw your guys' way.
Hello?
What's up?
You like slowly started going down. Am I the only one who saw that?
I saw it.
Oh, like that?
Okay, we're good.
Sorry, that's my chesticles. I'll put that away.
Your what?
What? Oh, did I say that out loud? Whoops. Whoops, my bad. Anyways, you guys are. Oh my gosh. You guys were telling me about your most popular or your favorite animes. Why don't you hit me with that? I gotta go fix my mic.
Oh man,
Top
what's my
lead.
favorite animes? Oh yeah. There's this one anime. It's like campfire cooking in another world. Oh man, that's so cool. It's like this guy. He gets reborn into another world, and like he gets his superpower. He gets like an online market, and then he uses the online market to like make a bunch of food from like our world, but then they never had it in their world, so it makes them like super OP because they can like tame monsters and like people with our food. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, just thinking about it like just blows my mind. Like yeah, I want to learn how to cook now. This is the anime that inspired me to learn how to cook.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this hot take.
Studio Ghibli cookbooks.
Right?
Sorry.
No, go for it.
Oh, I was just saying, I've been learning how to cook with like cookbooks. So I have like a Studio Ghibli one, a Snoop Dogg one, and like Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I ever like they
man.
have good shit on there, so good.
That sounds really good. I'm definitely gonna check that out as soon as I get off.
Anime food has no business looking as good as it does. I'm gonna say that right now. Hot take. Anime food has no business looking that good. Every time I watch like a well done anime, like it makes me hungry just due to how good the food looks.
The Ponyo ramen. Oh my god.
Ooh, Howl's Moving Castle.
I would if I could.
Anything Calcifer
Stop.
cooks.
I'm getting so hungry now.
Oh, that's like my favorite Ghibli, by the way.
getting
Howl's
so
Moving
hungry.
Castle and Spirited Away are like top 1 and 2.
Cover your helmet ears.
Mine's Princess Mononoke. But how do you say it?
Mononoke?
Princess,
Mononoke.
It's like M. Yeah, that. I like that one a lot.
That's a good one. Yo, theaters near me are doing one Ghibli movie per month. It's like a showing in the theaters. Like I don't have to go out
Really?
and like see that. Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna go do
That's
that.
so cool. That's so cool.
Bring out a couple friends, have a good time. Yo, I see Dottie in the chat saying you hungry. Dottie, you always hungry. What are you snacking on right now? Tell me what snack you got. It's
Me
one of my
too.
friends
Me
that
too.
always have snacks.
I've been snacking on Pockies. Pokies? How's this pronounced? How do you pronounce it? I say,
Pocky? Is it
Pocky?
Pocky? I'm not
Pocky?
sure.
Are they like the sticks?
Mm-mm,
Like the little sticks with like the dip on the one
They
end?
are the sticks, yes!
Hey, I've never had them, but they look good.
Depending who you ask, it is pronounced different for everyone. I don't know what the actual correct way to say it, because I am Hispanic, so I could go both ways. But I've been eating a lot of those. I just, we went to the store recently and they were just selling a big bunch of just boxes full of like 30 each inside. Each for like $5. Like 30 of them for like $5. Usually one costs like $3 at the store. So that's a good deal. We got like 5 boxes of 30s and now they're just all in my kitchen. And if I'm ever want a snack, I just go get one. And I've just been eating all that, which I probably shouldn't, because it's just cookie. It's just a bunch of cookies. I don't eat a lot, just probably like once a day, maybe.
Oh my gosh, I am eating like every other hour. I have the metabolism of like a hummingbird. Like if I don't eat within a 2-hour period, I instantly get a migraine and I can't think of anything else. It's the only thing that like I can think about.
Me too. Me too. I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry.
Well, yeah, because you're always on the go. You're on Heelys all the time, man. You're zipping around.
Yeah, man. What can I say? I burn a lot of calories zooming around with the Heelys. What can I say?
Yeah, bro. I gotta ask you. You are the Heely king. Where did that idea come from?
Oh man.
Here comes his God complex.
Originally, I didn't have like a nickname, but have you seen that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie? I don't know. It's kind of like that, where I was like, oh, yeah, call me, yeah. You know, like I go up into the ring, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the Healy guy. I'm the Healy guy. That's what you call me, right? And then okay, this next contestant, the Healy King, and I'm like, oh, it's the Healy guy, but okay. And then ever since then, people just been calling me Healy King. Yeah, that's how it went down. That's how it went down.
But of all things to like brand yourself with, why Heelys?
Why Heelys? Oh man, you know, like people just they just know me as like the Healy King. You know, like I gotta like I don't know, like I feel like it's something really special for me, at least, because I've been doing this for a while, and I always like encourage people to try the Healy thing, but not really anyone has gone as far as I have with the Heelys. I do some I do some crazy stuff, so I'm like man, I feel like I have something special that I want to share with everyone, and that's why I'm making the Healy content. You know, I'm making the Healy content. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Someone's got to do it. If that guy's not gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna do it.
You're stepping up for the community because no one else was taking on the responsibility of being the Healy King, and so you decided to take that burden upon yourself and inform those who don't know and put them on notice that Heelys are awesome.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yo, fun question to you then, Donk. Like, what got you to like start making content in the first place?
Oh, Iraq and I always talked about like, oh my God, one day we're gonna become these big TikTok stars over VR chat, and then one day I just started making content like just continuously, and I made Ivac do them with me. Like, I want to say like what 2 years ago or so. No, not 2 years ago. Like a year ago when I got my full body, and when he got his full body, we just started making like random stuff, and it was mostly just like little montages of my friends and I hanging out and stuff. And then I started just making like random stuff. But as time went on, like I realized that I am done with it. So I kind of just stopped making content in general and just, I've been enjoying my like IRL stuff instead of like feeling like having that burden of, oh my God, I have to post a video today because I haven't posted in this long. So I just eventually stopped completely.
Well, thank you for being a part of it. I know you were a big part of like me getting started. I don't know if anyone in the chat knows this story, but when I was first starting out, Donk was the first person I ran into and made the first piece of content that made me think like, okay, maybe I should like post more. Maybe I should like post on TikTok and stuff. It was so funny. So to give everybody the rundown, I was actually in a class project for school. I was getting a psychology degree, and basically I had to write a dissertation. I had to go out and do an experiment and like find results and tests and all that stuff. And I was just hearing about this thing online called like VR chat and like the metaverse and stuff. And it was like this online community. And, I started chatting with people and learning about it. And one thing almost everyone said out of the get was that VR chat was going to turn you gay. And I was like, well, that's weird. What is that all about? So I decided to do a deep dive investigation into whether or not VR chat turns people gay. One of the people I ran into in a random public ended up being Shrek's big donk over here. And I just instinctively, with like a fake mic in my hand, asked her a question. No prep time whatsoever. Hey, do you think VR chat turns people gay? And she was like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she was one of the people. She was like one of the 100 people I was going to interview, right? But her reaction was like so genuine. I like clipped it and put it on TikTok, and like it did surprisingly well just for somebody asking a random question like that. And I was like, huh, maybe I should start doing this.
I was shocked.
Yeah, what was it like from your end?
Well, I was just hanging out with my friend Brooklyn, and all of a sudden, this, I don't remember what Avi you were in, but it was your old one. It was the old one that he used to use with the beanie.
It was too close to Shadow Kun. It was too close to Shadow Kun.
It was just like, do you think VR chat makes you gay? And my brain kind of just like stopped working for a second, because like this was when like I kind of like just started like getting followers on TikTok, and so just hearing something like that just was so baffling to me that I went what? Like
yeah,
what am I supposed to say?
If I remember correctly, you burst out laughing, and then you're like, could you repeat that again, please?
Yes. I had to process it.
It was so funny. Yeah, and I ended up posting it, and it went like surprisingly viral. And then I posted a couple more. I'm gonna be having a podcast right after this with the other dude who I interviewed. Asked him a very similar question. I think I asked him, what made you play VR chat in the first place? He ended up saying, because I want to be gay to men online and make them feel uncomfortable. He said something along those lines, and that one absolutely blew up. And then that's what everybody knew me for. I was the guy who was asking that question, and that's how everyone knew me. And I was like, I want to be known for more than that. But yeah, that was kind of how I started. Squishy, you got a story about how you started?
How I started? Shit. I mean, I was an iPad kid, always on YouTube, and one day I got a video about some person using full body in VR chat for the first time. They were doing these cool tricks and falling all the time and using funny avatars, and I thought, what is this game? I want to know. Eventually, I got my
reality.
I'm not sure. I know that they always wear a Kermit the Frog avatar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm talking 2017, 2016. So I got my dad's old computer. I got into VR chat. I did not know how to get out of the home world. So I was just running in the home world in circles for hours. That was my first VR chat experience. And then I forgot about it. And then the Quest came out. And you know what happens from there. Every Quest kid, every Quest user sees what's free on the App Store. They see VR chat, front and center. And from there, it just sucks you in. And it sucks my life, and it sucks my money, and it sucks everything. That's about it.
And now you're here. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah. I was also told that this is the most expensive free game you're ever going to play in your entire life.
Love you, Divine. Absolutely. I have spent almost more than $4,000 on this damn game. And that is not an exaggeration.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna keep spending more money on this game.
I mean, I'm probably not too far behind you. Like, I got the index, and that's $1,000 out of the box, right? And you throw on some trackers on top of that, and anything you buy for, like, in-game stuff, like avatars, like, it is not that hard to, like, get up to, like, that 4,000 range. Yo, Jupes, you getting a shout out in the chat. Trans saying that you are their favorite TikToker.
Hey, yo. Aw, shucks. I'd give you a Healy hug right now, but I'm sitting down, so let's just do this.
But yeah, we got a good cast out. All right, I got a couple questions for you. Here's the first one I want to ask. What is the most supernatural experience you've ever had? Yeah.
Oh.
When I was living with my mom, so my dad like passed away or whatever, but recently, well, not recently, I don't live there anymore, but when I used to live with my mom, my room, I lived in like the attic, so it was kind of like, you know, kind of scary up there because I had 2 closets, and one I used for like my cat, and then the other one I just used for like my clothes. And then at night, I always felt like someone was like breathing on my neck or like whispering in my ear. I always heard like footsteps because, you know, an attic is very creaky, and it wasn't my cat because he was on my bed. And so I would always hear like footsteps like walking around my room, coming up to my bed. Like it freaked me out so much to the point where like one night I had to sleep on the couch.
Donk, you would have your room in an attic, wouldn't you? That would totally be a thing that you've had in your life.
Shut up.
Yo, that's hecka creepy though. Oh my gosh, if that was happening to me, I'd be freaking out every night. I would have gone in my mom's bed. Shit. When I crawled up with her, hey, I'm sleeping here tonight. There's spooky ghost upstairs.
Well, it's one of those like, I'm so scared that I'm scared if I move, they're gonna know I'm awake. Or whatever it is. It's gonna know I'm awake.
Yikes. How about you two? Y'all have any supernatural experiences?
Oh man, I think I was in first grade. I went to a Christian academy, and we had this like prayer thing at the end of like every Friday where we would like make a prayer, then like we'll like hang it on the ceiling or something. It would like be all chained up and stuff. And I think like that. I think that just that day, I was like praying, right? I was like doing the little prayer thing, and I could have sworn I felt like a hand like go on my shoulder, and then I opened my eyes and I looked around, and like everyone's like doing like their prayer things, and like there's like no one behind me. I sat all the way in the back, so I was just like super confused, and I was like, well, whatever, and like let's go pray. Yeah. Yes, that's probably the biggest supernatural thing I ever felt.
Well, that doesn't sound super bad.
Yeah.
Like, were you scared?
Yeah, it's not too crazy. It's not too crazy. I wasn't scared. I was just like, whoa, you know? I was just whoa. Yeah.
How about you, Squishy?
Don't get me started. I grew up in a Hispanic household where religion and spirits and ghosts and all of the supernatural is very, very prominent, very popular. To this day, I got stories for hours, and that's about it. Me personally, I don't think I've ever encountered one. I probably have. It's just not on top of my head. But I've seen it. I've seen it from a side. The worst thing that has happened, not going into detail, but we had to get rid of all of the mirrors in my house. And I don't think I have any mirrors anymore other than the one in my bathroom. The one on top of the sink that I still can't look over because I'm too short.
Oh.
I can only see the top of my forehead. But other than that, a lot of supernatural stuff. Especially if you come from a family of descent that dabbles into that. Me, I don't touch it. I'm good. I'll touch other things. Like,
Well, mirrors are also, like, considered portals for, like,
yeah.
the paranormal.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're giving me chills.
Especially, well, if they're facing each other, like, directly.
Watch out, VR
Where
chat
the
players.
mirrors, where the mirrors can see.
Oh, that explains a lot
Mirrors can
now.
see
Wow, that
each other
explains
as a
so
portal.
much. But yeah, you were saying?
If they're just like facing each other, like they can, you know, like mirror to mirror, it's considered a portal for like them to like be able to go, like it's like a teleport thing, I think. Or if there's houses that have that, they can just go to those houses, but if there's none, they can't go anywhere. I'm not really sure how it works.
That's crazy.
But I just know they're portals.
Yeah, I don't dabble with any of that.
I watch a lot of Sam and Colby.
Oh wait, are they the ones on YouTube? They're the YouTube guys?
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
I saw them on a Joe Rogan podcast. They were interesting. They had quite the story.
Love them.
Yo, I gotta watch some of their stuff though, because they hang out in like the weirdest places. I'll tell you about the creepiest, most paranormal activity I've ever had. I told it on a previous podcast, but I'll give you guys the quickie rundown here. So, I live in California at the time. A buddy of mine knew a girl and was going out with her from some weird town way up north, hours away. We barely heard of it. It's this place called Downeyville, California, right? And so, like, he was seeing this girl, and they would, like, every now and then commute to go see one another, long-distance relationship. Y'all know what that biz is like. And a couple months passed by, and I didn't talk to this friend. I see him again, and I was like, oh, hey, how are you and your girl doing? He goes, oh, yeah, we kind of broke up. And I was like, oh, what happened? Like, I'm so sorry to hear that. He goes, yeah, well, she was sacrificing goats for fun in her spare time with her friends.
Whoa.
I was like,
hell?
what? Like, you don't, what? And he's like, yeah, she's part of some satanic cult. And when I went over there
Yeah, you know.
for dinner with the
Sure.
family, her and her friends left early so they can go sacrifice goats in the forest. And I was like, okay,
Wow.
yeah, that's weird. So fast forward a couple years,
Today.
I am at a camping trip. You know, we're going to the lake, having fun, friends, family, everyone's there. Great time, great weekend. I'm leaving, and then me and my ride, we take a wrong turn. We start going in the wrong direction a couple hours out of the way, beyond what was already our resort. So, like, we're super in the boonies now. We're getting low on gas. We don't have any phone service because we're in the middle of nowhere, and we don't recognize where we are. So, like, damn, we probably took a wrong turn somewhere. Let's go ask the locals where we are and figure out what's going on. We pull in, and, you know, it's basically sunset at this point. This small little town that says, welcome to Downeyville. And I just had this shiver go down my spine. And I'm like, oh, no. And just like out of a Stephen King novel, right? We pull up to the gas station, and it's out of service. And I'm like, you're kidding.
Oh no.
What? We go to the grocery store, the one convenience store they have in town, right? We walk in, nobody's in there except for the guy at the register. We go and we talk to him. We're like, hey, we're not from around here. Like, could you kind of like point us in the right direction? He goes, oh, we don't get many travelers like you out here. oh, especially not this late. And I'm just like, bro, just cut it. I have no room for this right now. And he goes, oh, yeah, that gas station next door has been out of gas all day. They probably won't have anything till tomorrow. And I'm just like, okay, so what can
that's
we
where you start running,
So like we're like asking like what can we do? He's like, oh well, you know, you're at least 2 hours back that way till you get to the next gas station. You guys might as well spend the night. And I'm just like, oh my God, please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. We buy a couple of snacks, a couple of food. I'm sitting there in the car with my friend. We're just looking at each other like, are we really going to spend a night here? We drive to the motel. Only one motel in town, right next to this bridge, right next to this river. There's one other car besides us. We go and we park, you know, we go in and talk to the guy, and he is just as creepy as the other dude, right? So we're talking to him, and we're like, hey, I guess we're going to spend a night here. And he's like, oh, yeah, I think I got a couple rooms for you. How about this one right here? You guys kind of lost, aren't you? And I'm like, bro, I don't want to have this conversation with you right now. You shouldn't be asking us if we're lost. We are not lost. He goes, oh, well, I'll give this room to you kind of cheap. And don't, you know, you better watch out because this place has been known to be a little haunted, this hotel of ours. And so I'm like, oh, my God. I grab the keys. I leave. I walk out. We go and we sit in our room. You know, we're sitting there. It's dark. It's dusk at this point. We're just having our meal. We're not even saying anything to each other. There's nothing left to say. We're already late. We should have been home like hours ago. We go to bed that night. And as we're laying there, sleepless, we hear nothing but blood-curdling scream in a lady's voice, on and off for hours. For hours. She'd scream bloody murder for 30 seconds straight and then stop. And then 10 minutes later, she would start again. And we heard this the entire night. We laid there not getting a wink of sleep. As soon as daylight came, we got in the car, filled up our gas tank, and left Downeyville, never to return. Right? I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I just got out of the most haunted place in California. Fast forward a couple years later, I am telling this story to friends, and they wanted to look it up because they thought I was BSing. Turns out we find on the Wikipedia page and all this other information about Downeyville, Downeyville is the only place in California where they hung a woman on the very bridge I slept next to when I was at that motel. During the gold rush years, they hung a woman because she was complaining that one of the miners of this town knocked her up and got her pregnant. So for that, they hung her and her kid.
And the kid, dude.
And now they are sacrificing goats in that forest. Downeyville is far and away the most haunted place I have ever been to, and I never want to go there again.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That is my Downeyville story.
Got me shivers. Got me shivers, bro.
So I'm glad y'all hadn't had an experience like that before. But on that note, do y'all believe...
People can see...
Yeah, go for it.
People can't see Jubes. They think the helmet is part of Dong's avatar or something.
Yes.
So they saw you move.
I got you.
There you were. Ta-da!
Hi.
Jupes, ladies and gentlemen, go give him a follow on the TikToks. The Healy King himself.
E.
Hey.
But yeah,
Still working on a catchphrase, but E.
you need a tagline with that. Y'all believe in like aliens or anything like that? You think aliens are real?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
What's the question?
Aliens. Do they real?
Sometimes. Do they real?
Do
yeah,
they real?
okay.
Do they real?
I mean, there's no proof they
Is
don't
Chris Brown
exist.
was gay?
Ooh.
No way.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think we've been visited. I think it's entirely possible that we've been visited. I mean, there's all that crazy footage from people like the military and like the Navy who's like releasing this image of like weird UFOs. I'm like, there's no way everyone's faking it. But all right. What other questions we got here? What were some of the things we talked about? You guys want to kind of get into that real stuff now? What's up?
Oh my god.
What was that?
Not the double miking.
No,
Ow!
my phone started playing TikTok.
Excuse
but it was
me,
off.
you got a whole ass helmet. That's gonna hurt me.
I'm sorry. I'll get you a helmet.
Anyways,
I would love a helmet.
you guys want to get into like some serious conversation now? You're just fun, having some vibes, having some conversations.
Yes.
You guys want to get into some of that
some
real
serious
talk?
ready.
Yo, what were those questions
Got
you
my
brought up
helmet.
earlier? What were we
Got my
talking about
helmet
right
on.
before the cast? I forget.
Okay, well. I don't know.
There's a dating question.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, here's what it reminded me of. Do you guys think people jump into relationships and friendships too fast in VR chat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yo, y'all
Yes.
tell me about that.
I just think people trust too easily, and they, after like what, a day or two, they're like, oh my god, we're literally in love. We're literally in love right now. Are you in love with me right now? And then it just kind of, yeah. It's kind of sad. It kind of gives off like desperate, you know?
Aw.
Like, oh, I really just want somebody in my life.
Yeah. And then what that happens is like they fall apart, they break up, and like they have to split up friend groups. That happens way too commonly. Like when a couple
Right.
gets together way
Yeah.
too fast, they break up, and like the friends almost have to pick sides. You guys been in that situation before?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It
Yeah.
makes me sad. So sad.
It definitely sucks when when you like bring the friend groups together just so everyone can get along, and they have to figure out like whose side they're on, even though there shouldn't be sides. That's just how I see it. Unless it was like something fucked up, but there shouldn't be sides.
Yeah. Y'all two see that before?
I've
Oh, yeah.
been in it.
Oh. Oh no.
Damn, does it hurt, bro?
Yeah.
Mm.
What did you learn from those experiences?
Do we learn from experience?
To not do it again.
I hope you do.
Right?
I hope you learn from your experiences.
Well, me? I gotta think
Of
about it.
course.
Of course I do.
But like, what's the life lesson? What are you gonna tell the kiddos who are like rushing into things too fast? What's the life lesson for them?
Don't.
Oh man.
Simply stop. Stop where you're at. Think about it. That's really all you can
Yeah,
say.
take your
Like,
time.
you just need to
Take
think
your
about
time.
it. Yeah.
Go slow. Don't rush into relationships. Make sure that those are
There's
real
always
feels
been this
before you jump in.
3-month rule.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3 months.
Oh.
Fuck
The 3-month rule. The 3-month rule. It can work. It cannot work. If you're way too invested in the 3-month rule, then calm down. But the 3-month rule is a very popular rule when it comes to dating in real life or online and all that stuff. Once you meet someone and you become their friends and you're thinking, oh my god, this person and I have so much in common. I think I'm falling in love. But wait, we don't want to rush into things too quickly. So I've always had this thing. 3 months. If you can stay friends with that person for 3 months, then maybe try to go. Put all your love aside and just stay friends. If you can't even stay friends, then I don't think a relationship will work. If you can't stay friends for 3 months, how long do you think you're gonna last with this person romantically? And it has worked sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Some people are desperate and some people put a calendar on it, like 3 months from now we are going to be a thing. Don't see it as that. Just slow your time, make sure they're actually someone you like to invest your time with, be with. You're not forcing onto this. Slow pace is great, especially with online relationships. A lot of people rush into it. Everyone knows that. Whereas I've seen someone got into a relationship with someone that they only met in an hour. That did not last. Of course it didn't. But we weren't going to say anything because that's for you to learn. If you want to get with someone that you just met in an hour and it didn't work out, maybe take that to note the next time you meet someone.
Right? Donk, you got something to say on that? You're raising your hand.
I think staying friends with someone is better than being with them romantically. Because once you get with them romantically, there's going to be a lot of stuff you got to be careful with. And if you get into a fight, it's going to hurt more since you guys are partners more than just friends. If you get in a fight with a friend, sure, you can jab back and forth, reconnect, say, hey, I'm sorry for what I did. And there, you guys are friends again. But if it comes to relationships, lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, anything, one fight can ruin it all. You guys can fight, hate each other, and bam, it all ends there. Unless you guys are good with communicating, it usually happens.
You know
so
what?
It's best to stay friends with everyone.
You know what I see a distinct lack of in this game? Nobody knows how to resolve conflict. People don't understand how to resolve conflict with other people. Like, I can break it down to a couple simple things. When somebody crosses you, you got to tell them 3 things. 1, what happened? 2, how it made you feel? And 3, what would you like done differently in the future? If you can do those 3 things, so much conflict is going to disappear overnight in VR chat.
Well, sometimes it's also like the person never believes that they're in the wrong.
Ooh.
So they just continuously do it. And then you hear about it like from other people who are their friends, like, yeah, I tried to talk it out with this person, but like they just tried to gaslight me into thinking I was in the wrong for that. So it's like some people aren't going to change, but if you know you tried, it's whatever, it's fine. But some people are not going to change.
Yeah, like you're always going to run into those bad actors regardless of where you are, and they're just going to reveal themselves to be those kinds of characters. And if that's the case, you shouldn't be hanging around them. You know, you should be surrounding yourself with good people.
For sure.
Nice. Yo, should people date in VR?
It's no different than like a long distance relationship. That's just how I see it. Unless because I know there's some people who, this is what confuses me, because to me, cheating is cheating, like, no matter, like, the circumstance. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I couldn't, like, date someone in real life and then be like, yeah, I'm also dating someone in VR, but it's okay because it's not real. It's just a game.
Yeah.
But, like, you're dealing with people's actual feelings, unless you have that mutual understanding, but you're dealing with people's feelings, like you're fucking with them. If you're doing that and not telling them that you have, like, a wife or fiance or boyfriend, girlfriend, like, you're just fucking them over if you don't say anything. Because they might think it's real, and then this person's like, actually, I hate to break it to you, but my real life girlfriend wants to go on a date. Like, that's fucked.
Yeah. Y'all got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, personally, I have this one rule that I don't date in VR unless I've met them at least once in person. That way, I know them like as a person and not just like as like, ooh, this is an anime character. You know, it's my rule.
That's a good rule, actually. I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, you have to meet in person first before you can start dating. That's not a bad take, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is 100% a real relationship, though. I know there are those people out there who are like, oh, yeah, just a VR game, not real. But, like, if you don't think you can have a real relationship here, what makes you think you're going to be able to have a real relationship in real life? Like, this is so
Right.
close to the same thing. And, like, whenever you open yourself up emotionally, that's the beginning of a relationship. So I see that happen all too commonly here. And in many regards, VR chat's a way for people from across the world to engage in relationships they wouldn't be able to otherwise. Like, I know so many people who have met in this game, started going out, and are now moved in together. And those stories are always amazing because, you know, those are the 1 in a million that, like, almost never happen.
My favorite story is definitely Ray Ray and Slen's story.
Yeah.
I love hearing their story. Love it. I think they're the only people I know that, like, actually worked out and moved in together. Because they're, like, the only ones I talk to. So.
Gotcha. I think Zora and Timeless have also done that. I'm not 100%,
Oh, yeah, they
but I'm
also
pretty sure
done
they
that.
did.
Yeah. Yeah. They're cute, too.
Yeah, they're all cute. I was
I
talking...
went to their VR wedding.
Oh, how was it?
I was, Sexy Knuckles. That's the Abby, because, you know, they asked for you to be, like, they asked for you to be, like, in a green Abby. I just...
I could just imagine it.
I
Hey,
personally
Donk,
don't
welcome.
like
You're invited
weddings,
to our
whether
wedding.
it's-
I'm going as Sexy Knuckles.
I'm going as Sexy Knuckles, by the way.
Of course you would.
Like, I just don't like weddings in general. Like, that's just not... I hate, like, VR or not, I hate weddings. Like, they take too long. Like, just get it over with, please. Just say your vows, be done. Say yes. Like, that's it. Say I do. Be done.
Yo, you're talking to a guy who's at a wedding from
That's just
2
how I feel.
p.m. to 10 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, hell no. I can't.
So long.
I can't.
But yeah, I haven't been invited to a VR wedding because I don't have friends.
Hey, let's go.
Unless you're getting married soon, Donk. Are you? You gonna invite me to your wedding?
What makes you think I'm... Why me? What? Hello? Are you getting married? Huh?
Well, I can't talk about it yet, but I got an IRL girlfriend. So, like, we've been doing our thing for, like,
Oh my god.
a couple years now.
Oh my god.
I might be dropping
They're
that.
gonna get married.
I might be
They're gonna
dropping
get
that
married.
ring soon. I might be dropping that ring soon. I don't know. Maybe in the next
Oh
year.
my
We'll
God.
see. We'll see. But yo, here's a fun question. What are good things to look for in a partner?
Funny. Personality. I'm more personality over looks. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, definitely personality for me too.
Okay, well, personality is kind of broad. Like, what are you looking for in personality?
You're kind of broad. Sorry.
Why, thank you.
I'm sorry. Like, they have to be funny. We have to get along. Like, they can't be mean as fuck. Like, obviously we can joke around, but like,
Yeah,
if they're just
yeah.
being mean to be mean, that's not okay with me. Like, I don't. They can't be racist. They can't be homophobic. Like, they can't be any phobic unless they're scared of something.
Oh, dang.
Okay. Now, do you guys care about how extroverted or introverted they are? Does that matter to you?
I don't give a fuck. As long as you're chilling me at some point, done deal.
Okay,
Yeah,
Squishy, you had
me
something
too.
on that?
Me too.
Ooh, I do have a little bit of point on that because my first ever relationship was someone that I dated for almost 6-7 years. Extreme introvert. I'm telling, does not talk to anyone else, did not interact with anyone, did not want to even leave the house. I would say, hey, let's go on a picnic, let's go to a theme park, let's go out and eat. And they'd be like, oh, but I want to stay. We can order a pizza and cuddle in bed, which was lovely. I love that. But I guess from being in that relationship for so many years, it made me realize that I am an extroverted person. I love going outside. I love going and walking and hiking and exploring and just going out to parties. I'm very extroverted. I have an easy time talking to a lot of people. And being with someone who was constantly inside 24/7 made me realize I'm okay with introverts. I'm absolutely fine with it. But if it comes to a partner, I want to go out. I want to go to cute dates. I want to hold hands while we're going on a Ferris wheel. I want to have a nice picnic by the lake. Sure, we could cuddle and watch a movie and eat pizza together. But at one point, if I am the one that at the end of the day is babysitting my partner because they're too shy to talk to anyone at a party, that I can't enjoy myself, I want to go dance, I want to go have fun with my friends, but they were too shy, they were very introverted, it wasn't their fault, that's just who they are, and I would be with them. So until that whole thing ended, I realized how much of a party goer, how much of a big, loud person I am. So when I meet someone that also matches my type of energy, that's absolutely what I love. And yeah, I do have my little introverted times where I am worn out. I don't want to be here no more. Let's go, be quiet, let's cuddle and talk. Of course, there has to be a balance for me.
And you are kind of looking for something that like matches your extroversion level. Donkey, got something on that?
Oh yeah, I was also just like putting my hand up. I'm sorry. I also feel like it's definitely based on like, cause like for me, I personally I hate being touched. So like it's definitely based on like how like your language, like your love language is. Cause okay, I don't like being touched, but if I touch somebody, it's different. If they touch me, I can't. Like, I will physically not enjoy it. And so, like, I like to be physical with my partner, like, privately. But I also, like, holding hands is fine, whatever. But anything else, I'm like real life wise, I can't. Like, touch is not my thing. I have like 2 friends that I'm like able to just allow them to touch me as it is. And it kind of makes me like, it's like a, what is it? Like they are grounding me a lot of the times. Cause there's my friend that I work with that I've known like before work, obviously. And if I'm like not having it, like if I'm about to freak out, like panic, all she has to do is like hold my hand or just kind of like touch my shoulder and I'm grounded. And I like it kind of helps me a lot.
Interesting. Now, is that just IRL or is that VR too?
I don't feel anything in VR, so I don't really care.
Oh no,
like,
no phantom
for
sense.
me personally, no. Well, no. I think I gaslight myself into like not wanting it.
That's how you deal with it, huh? You just keep telling yourself that truth until you believe it.
Yeah, I just gaslight myself. Yeah.
Well, on
I
that
have
note,
a feeling like
yeah,
a mouth is gonna come out of your helmet at some point.
snack on that
You
finger
know,
of
like a
yours.
venom mouth. Yeah.
You should get it with like a tongue that like snakes out.
I'll put that on the list for avatar ideas. Get like a horror version for Halloween.
I
Nice.
love Halloween.
Well, just like
That'd be
that,
sick.
we're at about an hour. Woo! We just did an hour podcast. Woo!
Already?
How y'all feel? I know these things fly by so fast, don't they? Oh my goodness. Is there anything else y'all want to hit before we get out of here? We got some time if y'all want to have a chat, but whatever y'all feeling.
How do you guys feel about moving in with people that you've met online?
I'm
Oh
actually
yeah,
planning to.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Tell me about it.
I'm also planning to next year.
Oh, stories! I need to hear these stories. Go.
I met this friend group like last year or so, and I've been close with this one person like constantly throughout like our whole friendship, but he's in the military, so sometimes he's like gone for months at a time, but he comes back and we're like, it's like the same basically. And next year I'm just gonna move in with them, and it's just he is somebody that we can relate to a lot, and we're just close like that, so we're okay with it. He FaceTimed my mom yesterday actually. They talked for like 2 hours.
That's so baller.
I'd feel so weird if any of you,
baller.
ever contacted my mother. We have problems. I will throw hands. All right, you best stay away from
So
her.
he talked to my 2 friends and my mom. It was quite fun.
That's cool. How about you two?
Oh yeah. So for me, I heard from like other people, cause like usually they like having like roommates who also do VR stuff because like if you're doing like your VR thing, you're having a good old time. You don't have to worry about like your roommate like sneaking up on you and be like, "Bro, look at this dude! Look at this dude!" Yeah, you don't have to worry about that because like your roommate would be like, who also does VR would be like, "Oh yeah, I do that too. Yo, let's go. Yeah." They'll be like cheering you on, like, yeah,
Yeah.
woo! That's my roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, yeah.
How about you, Squishy? I think you said you were going to be doing that yourself.
Yeah. I've had this friend for almost a year now, probably 2 years, but I'm gonna go with 1 year just to be safe. We talk in and out, back and forth, not constant, but the fact is that they've always said that they wanted to move, and they're coming over actually for October.
Nice.
So as they're coming over, we're gonna have just a great time. I'm gonna show them all of where I live, all of the city. We're gonna go everywhere. We're gonna see the FNAF movie and whatnot, and we're gonna go just apartment hunting. And I already have one in mind because it would be really great, as well as he was saying, being roommates with someone who is already a little VR addict. You won't feel weird or strange or judged by having all your VR equipment in a room. Yeah, and especially with a hobby like this, it costs a lot. It'd be great to have someone there with you.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine meeting a VR friend IRL. That just sounds so weird to me. All of you are pixels and none of you are actually real. You're basically a figment of my imagination, and I like to keep it that way.
I love that too. Yes.
But yeah, fun question. If y'all moving in, I want to know how that goes. You gotta keep me posted on whether or not like those are like good roommate buddies moving in from that point. I want to know. But you guys got any other questions you want to hit before we get out of here?
Put your face away.
Y'all got anything else you want to hit
Your
before I
face.
pull the plug? Nope.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
All right, one last time for the homies. We got Donk over here. I don't know if she's doing much content anymore, but you can go like give her a follow anyways. We got Jupes, the Healy King, right here. Go give him a follow. He's doing really cool stuff. He's one of a kind. There ain't nobody like him. And Squishy Paint, of all people, the last minute addition to the podcast. Thank you so much for coming out. Go give her a follow on the likes and the ticks of the talks and everything. Y'all know what the biz is. I'm going to get out of here. And I hope all y'all have an absolutely wonderful day. Peace out.